Hey everybody, and welcome back to Coffee with the Moms. It's Nicole today, and today I just wanted to show you this great, fun, and easy Mother's Day gift. You can give it to really anybody, but specifically I made it for and with the kids for Mother's Day to give to their mothers. And I thought this was a fun, great idea, and we are going to be making handprint and paper keychains. And I got Shrinky Dink paper. I got a whole pack actually. So it came with 20 Shrinky Dink pages. It came with a hole punch, and then it came with like some keychain holders and some links. And even if you wanted to make some earrings with this too, we're not going to be using the earrings today, but I ended up using some of the keychains and the links with it. The other things that I also used, I used a ruler. You're going to need scissors, and I used markers and ink pads. I also used the infusible ink, the Cricut markers too. I just wanted to try those out and see if they would work with the Shrinky Dink paper, and they did. They worked great. You can also like paint the hands instead of using the ink pads. It was just faster for me and easier for me to use the ink pads, and just a lot easier cleanup, to be completely honest. So we will get into the video and I can show you how I did this. So the first thing you're going to want to do is set your oven to 325. This was the best that I found that worked, this heat right here. So then you're going to take your Shrinky Dink pages, your full page, and I cut it into fours. The pages aren't even, like they're not an even like 8 inches or like 4 inches or down or 6 inches. They're off. So I just ended up cutting them into 4 and trying to make them as even as possible. And then after that, I cut around the edges to make them look more like a page and just kind of round them off, because if you leave it with those corners, the corners can be very sharp, and you're using these for keychains and you really don't want to be stabbing anybody with the keychain. And then what I did was I took a Sharpie, or I took my marker. The Sharpie bled a little bit, so I ended up using just the regular Crayola marker and just making the blue lines. And then I went down and made the red line, and then I made the small red line so it looked like a piece of notebook paper. That was my goal. And then what I did was, after I did that, I took the hole punch and I punched 3 little holes to make it look like it actually came right out of a notebook. And then for the handprints, you're just going to want to ink their hand up really well, whatever color they choose. And then you're just going to have them put their hand down on the paper, rough side down. That's the side you want to write on, and everything rough side, not the smooth side. Have them put their hand down, pick it up. This is from a different day that we did this. So I had them write, "I love you, mommy," and then sign their name. This is just my son's. And then what I did was I took the hand, I wrote their name on the side of it, and then I cut around it. So you kind of smooth it out. And you also want to put a hole punch. Don't want to do it too far in because you won't be able to get the ring in there. And you're also just going to need just an old cookie sheet with tin foil on it, or you can use parchment paper. The tin foil worked out perfectly fine. You're going to put it in the oven. You're going to leave it in for 3 minutes at 325. This worked great for my oven. It was a gas oven. They do wrinkle up, so don't worry. It's going to wrinkle up and then it's going to flatten out. Don't open it, just leave the oven closed for 3 minutes. And then I just took all of my pieces and I just used pliers that were in the garage, and I just kind of put them all together, took one of the rings, wrapped it in for each one, and then put it right on the actual keychain part. I found that was just the easiest way. It took me about 5 minutes to do, very quick, very easy. And these are all the little kids. So you have the little notebook paper that says, "I love you, mommy," and then their handprint with their name on it. I thought this was a very cute, sweet, just easy idea, and it's small enough and it can go right on the keychain. So it's nothing that's like big, and they won't throw it out, I would hope. But it was also just a ton of fun for the kids, and they loved it. And I actually, the next day, they wanted to make ones for themselves, so I let them do the ones for themselves because they wanted them for their backpacks, and I thought that was super cute. And you can kind of do whatever you want with the Shrinky Dink paper. This is just what I did with it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please don't forget to hit that bell notification so you're notified anytime Lisa or I decide to post a video. Bye!